Hi friends, my name is Laura Marie Coleman. Thanks for joining me for another content video. Today we're going to be talking about dividing a whole number by a fraction. So in order to talk about dividing whole numbers with fractions and some of the confusion that comes up for students, we need to revisit what it looks like when we divide two whole numbers. So the same equation, 12 divided by 3 equals 4, can be representing two different division situations. So here's two problems that show us those two situations. The first one, I have 12 pieces of candy to share equally among 3 children. How many pieces can each child get? And then the second problem or second situation might be I have 12 pieces of candy and want to make bags with 3 pieces in each. How many bags of candy can I make? So both of these situations start out with 12 pieces of candy. When we start to get to the second piece of information, in the first problem, we see that we know we're going to divide it among 3 children or 3 equal groups. In the second situation, though, that 3 in our division equation doesn't tell us how many groups. It tells us the size of the groups that we want to make. So in the first problem, how many pieces can each child get? We're asking 12 is 3 groups of what number? And in the second problem, when we're asking how many bags of candy can I make, we're asking ourselves or deciding there are blank number of 3's in 12. So how many groups of 3 are in the total 12? So let's think about what this looks like when we're dividing a fraction and a whole number. Here's the first one. I have 3 pounds of candy. I want to make 1/5 pound bags to give out at a party. How many bags of candy can I make? So in this one, we know we have 3 pounds, and we know we want to make bags that are the size 1/5 of a pound. So we're asking ourselves, how many 1/5s are in 3? So when we take those 3 pounds and we divide each one of those pounds up into 5 equal parts, our 1/5 pound bags, we're using the equation 3 for 3 pounds divided by 1/5 equals 15, or finding out that we can make 15 bags of candy for our party. Let's look at a second example. In this one, you might also notice that right away I have 3 pounds and I have 1/5. Similar to our whole number example, this is a different situation though. In this situation, I have 3 pounds of apples. This is 1/5 of the apples that I need to make pies for the fair. How many pounds of apples do I need to make all the pies? So again, I start with 3 pounds of apples. In this situation though, I'm not dividing the 3 pounds by 1/5. 3 is actually 1/5 of my total. So for example, I know that 3 pounds is part of a bigger whole, and there are 5 equal sets of 3 pounds in the total, because 3 pounds is equal to 1/5, or 1 of 5 equal parts that make the whole. And I need to know how many pounds of apples do I need to make the pie. So when I have 3 pounds, which is 1/5 of my whole, I am thinking 3 is 1/5 of what number? Or 3 divided by 1/5 is equal to 15. I need 15 pounds of apples to make all the pies. So you might be thinking, is this really division or is it multiplication? think back to when we teach multiplication and division, like addition and subtraction, they are related operations. And when students read these division story problems, often they interpret it as multiplication. And when I say you could also use 3 divided by 1/5 equals 15, or you could go back and think about how 5 groups of 3 pounds make up the total. There's that multiplication. Multiplication and division are related, and eventually, as students discover that they can use the reciprocal and multiply, they will be using multiplication to solve that division equation. So for now, we're going to help students represent the story or the situation with a picture that accurately represents it, and discuss how multiplication and division are related. Thanks for checking out this content video. For more videos, check out our Pima EDU website, where we have lots of videos and resources. You can also reach out for custom coaching and professional development.